Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okay, do you know what? My mind's full. My mind is full of DHS and the visa and heritage and all like that. So we're going to dive into it. I'm probably not going to go for Harry till later. I might have to break this video down because, you know, we're going to look at the Home Office. We're going to look at the King. And then we're going to look at lots of other exciting things as well. So if we only cover this, you'll be able to tell why, okay? Because it'll be lengthy. And there's so many other people to look at as well. So, okay then. So, we're going to look at... we're going to look at Harry with our government, okay? And also, so what Rishi is seeing, what the King is seeing, and then even Priti Patel, I'm going to bring her into it as well for some reason, but it'll be revealed. So yeah, we're going in the back door with people. So, okay then, so what does Rishi see? No, how does King Charles first feel about this visa row with Harry? Does he see, you know, it doing any damage, you know, or what? How does King Charles feel about this visa row and the implications of it then, let's say? Well, he might be feeling really good, you know. He might be feeling really good about this, you know. How does he feel about it? Like, I get the public. This is like public service, public success, very public, and saying he's going to win. He's going to win. Well, that's strange, isn't it? Because King Charles wouldn't want Harry back under these circumstances at all. So I seem to think that, you know, maybe at this point in the reading, Harry looks to be able to win whatever he thinks is winning. How does Rishi Sunak feel about Harry's visa status in the States being brought up like this? Something about when he is in and out, not Harry, Rishi, and then I'm seeing an agreement here, you know. We could end up nailing this in 3 cards. How does Priti Patel feel about Harry's court case over his visa? Maybe she's done something wrong here, okay? Maybe she's done something wrong because as far as the King is concerned, it's fine. It's okay. The 2 of Pentacles, so he's not hiding anything, you know, there's nothing dodgy going on here. What I get is, it is what it is. Then I see, you know, Rishi Sunak being on about in and out. So, you know, this was... Has he only been in term for maybe 2 years? That's possible, isn't it? And Priti Patel, well, she's in for some stick. I hate to say this, guys, but I'm going to ask, and I know people say it is not possible. Our worst nightmares could come true. But if I say that, it won't be nightmares for long. So let's have a look then. Did our government, the British one, give Harry diplomatic status for overseas? So I'm getting 2 cards. Oh, 3 there. Okay. Well, it's an old visa, I think. I think so. Right, so what I'm getting is, if I say what I say, I'm seeing the past coming up you know, so maybe he was given diplomatic status in their past, and maybe people hadn't known what to do. You know, I get not, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Maybe it ran out, you know, 3 years ago, something like that. True or false? Does Harry, and I only need a yes and no this, and I swear to God I won't, even if it's positive, turn the card over. I just get real tempted. But anyway, okay, so yes or no? Did Harry have diplomatic status? Yes, and I said I wouldn't turn it over. I think it's lapsed. Yes, I know. So don't bother commenting, saying so-and-so said it can't happen, because there's nothing so strange as Harry and what goes on here. So, you know, you can see King Charles feels he's okay. You can see that, you know, and he's done nothing wrong, because, you know, it's the government that dish it out. And then you've got, like, Rishi probably claiming he's been in 2 years, just under, or over, and it was not to do with him. It was an agreement already had, probably that, you know, he wasn't aware of. Priti Patel's in for it as well. So, you know, this all has to come out. She's done it wrong. She's done it wrong. She's gone about it the wrong way, and she's done something wrong. So she could get the stick for this. Now, if she's getting stick for this, then that means, you know, we see Harry's diplomat status. This is just horrendous. But has it lapsed? You know, has it lapsed? He might have the status, but can it be proved that? So Prince Harry would have had it, you know. He would have had it. He would have had it because he was going around the world before he met Meghan. So he would have had it. He was classed as a working royal right up to, you know, 6 years ago. So he would have been classed as that. But the only way, because it doesn't seem valid, you know, somebody hasn't brought it to attention or don't want to look bad because, you know, it's there's something wrong with it, which is even worse. So it wouldn't be a bad thing for Harry to have that status, all right? Initially, you know, on the surface, it pisses everybody off. But you see, I'm sure there's rules about diplomats and working and, you know. I mean, they've just made out Harry's a liar of his own book, you know. So it's like, which was worse of the evil? And so if he had diplomatic status, why didn't he show anybody? This isn't about looking bad to others, you know. It's certainly not. It's about that maybe the UK people would put pressure on to, you know. Oh. Will it be revealed then, you know, that Harry is a diplomat? Absolutely. Right up until the last minute, guys. Right up until the last minute. Okay, so, you know, our government gave him that status. Why haven't they taken it away? Because he only got diplomat. He only got a diplomat status because, not because he was the second in line. He got it on the basis that he was serving the royal family, you know. I don't believe anybody should not be able to be arrested just because of a visa at all. You know, I think it's disgusting. I don't care who you are. You could be the, what is it, Queen of Sheba. You know, you're accountable and that's it. That woman with the kid and killed him in a road accident in the UK by a US diplomat should have gone to prison. And that's it. You know, got the same treatment as everybody else. What is that teaching people, if not that power, you know, is immeasurable. You know, got power, you can do what you like. You can hit kids in the streets, you know, with your car and just think nothing of it. If she felt that bad and remorseful, she'd have took her time. You know, it might have been a driving ban or a suspended sentence or 3 years working, you know, community service with stuff. It does not show that, it does not impress upon me that this woman, whoever she was, the wife of somebody, you know, can literally get away with murder. I know it was an accident, but at the end of the day, she still scurried off of you like she had something to worry about. Oh, sugar. So I've just lost my train of thought there. I was getting carried away. Yeah, so why hasn't the government removed Harry's visa, diplomatic status? Something to do with his, you know, being well known and famous. Yeah, that's it. You know, that is why it hasn't been revoked. Okay, so it's because they think he's a star in his own right, and because he's a prince and nobody's used to dealing with royal families. You know, going off on a tangent, creating you know, what is it, censorship of speech, you know, getting involved in politics, doing all these stories on the royal family. They've never had that before. Well, just because you've never had it doesn't mean to say you shouldn't be dealing with it. So when this all comes to light, I reckon the pressure will be on. And only they're gonna, you know, Russia will say, well, I didn't know. How can you not know? How can you not know somebody? All your diplomats, you know. I mean, you ain't got just Harry, he's the toy one, but you've got all the rest of them, haven't you? You know, like working in war countries or even being spies or, you know, dealing with top secret stuff. But Harry doesn't fit the bill as that. So why didn't he? Because he was too famous. I'll ask again. So, is it King Charles's wish and control that Harry remains as a diplomat? I'm getting no. You know, I'm getting no. You've got Pretty Patelia because I see her as a dark lady upside down. No, she's or reversed. You know, this is a woman who wanted power and position. I can't say. I feel it is down to him. You know, it only benefits Charles. How did Charles feel about Pretty Patel signing off Harry's diplomatic visa? How did he feel towards her about doing it? Yeah, look, he's okay about this. He was warned, and he worried, but whether he worried or not that he was, you know, this isn't true, or whether he worried or not that his son had a diplomatic status, no matter what. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Well, I just feel like he was worried. How did he feel about it to her? So did he worry that she won't give him it? Or did she worry that, in fact, she's give him it and then it's kind of wrong? Do diplomatic visas, Universe, have to be reviewed every few years or every so often, periodically? Yes? Yes. You know, it could be 10 years. It could be 20, but either way, Harry will have had diplomatic status all his life because he was a working royal. So is it are Harry and Meghan able to get discounts and everything, and you know, tables in restaurants? Have they been using that their advantage? Have they been using the diplomatic status to get all the perks of the treatment of a diplomat? Eight of Pentacles reversed. Well, I definitely see a wasteful attitude. Let me think. Clarify this, please. Well, no, I'm getting this doesn't work, you know. It doesn't work. So maybe some of the perks that they want don't work because their name is bigger, let's say, you know. I mean, you're going to know who Harry and Meghan are, and then this diplomatic status is not used in the public, okay? It's not used in the public to be seen. They're using it behind closed doors with dodgy people and, well, just dodgy situations is what I would say, you know. Censorship, fraud, scamming, bots, you know, running people out of town and stuff. So, you know, I think they're using it for that side of the things and not this, because being royal and Harry seems to bring a certain attraction. If they ring me up for my restaurant, I don't know, because you'd think, oh, well, there's cameras and everything, so I need the publicity. I'd think ahead, you know, keep my morals to myself for a while. I don't know, maybe drop a sandwich or two and put it on the plate. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I'll probably go and have the publicity. Sorry, guys. I know. Right. So, yeah, I'm getting that don't work in that situation. And why does it? Nobody knows Harry's a diplomat, apparently. So he's not advertising it or anything. So I don't know if there's a list that I should be on that's made to the public. I would assume so. The lawyer rightly said, don't know his name, but it was on somebody's YouTube channel, and notably he said it won't be a diplomatic visa. Straight away I got my cards out. Should I read on this? Absolutely. I got the justice anyway, so the bloke stood out the court office. I'm asking if Harry's indeed a diplomat, and I'm getting the truth, you know, getting the truth. And I think the truth may have to be still revealed. Now, how could Harry be sent and deported? Well, for many reasons, that he'll have broken the conditions of his said visa. Okay, there'll be stipulations. There's got to be rules for things like this. So, you know, in the end then, will Harry be found to have broken his diplomatic visa rules? Oh, you know, Harry. You know, Harry. He thinks he's, you know, that people will want him because he's liked, that they like him. But that's not the case, you know. So people do like Harry. There's no getting away from it. But, you know, that's not how a judge is going to see things as well. So, you know, do we have to know more about other diplomats? Do we have a right then, you know, to write to the Home Office and say, you know, we wish for this information in general? I think you can. Okay, so has Harry broken their rules? I think on several occasions, on several occasions, and these will be occasions that we know nothing about. You know, you can forget your drugs. Once you go into a diplomat status, you have got a whole new arena for this. So, how... So the perks and everything, it didn't work. And then, has he broken them? Well, I'm seeing king for some reason, and not just because it says king of wands. So, you know, Harry under the king. Harry under the king, that's what I get. Harry under the king. So does that mean like he's under his authority? Does it mean that... Oh, so what is broken is between Harry and the king. So what is broken? What is broken? So he's not a member of the royal family anymore. That's what he could have broken. You know, he's been classed and told and reinforced even recently, you know, Harry is not a working member of this family. So that in itself is broken, and it's a big thing. You're no longer a working royal, Harry. What the F you doing here, you know? What are you still doing here? You should never have been here. What have you done for the king? Well, you could not deny that, could you? All the stories, all the books, all the, you know, sugars, Meghan and Markle, and Meghan and the Markles, yeah. You know, all going hell for leather at their king. And then if he can want to try and convince anybody, even the US states, that he's there serving their king, then this is a big problem. And this also explains why, you know, again, Harry came back, whether it's 12 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, you know, this was brought up because he's been also going out there now as well, double barrel, oh, I can't even say it, what, yeah, so he's been going out there now, shouting his mouth off that he wants to be a half in, half out royal. Well, I can assure you, if that had been the case, you know, if it wasn't to do with this hearing and him getting bad news, saying he's got a weak case and everything, you know, it's lapsed. That's why it's lapsed, because he left the UK, you know, and made it absolutely clear. So now he's been begging in the media that he's half in, half out. You know, that is Harry building up for, you know, for the future to say, well, yeah, I'm half in, I'm half out, trying to get the world to believe that. You don't even have to tell me that he's successful. Will the UK people and MPs, will they push to have his diplomatic visa revoked? Well, I don't think you'll need to. I don't think you'll need to. So this is the only way that, you know, Charles can help Harry, would be to say that he's a working royal. And you just heard a statement a week ago, 2 weeks ago. You know, the Sandringham Summit still stands, okay? It still stands. So... will they revoke it? Well, it's been broken. So, you know, they've got every right. Now, I just feel like, you know, there'll be other MPs who are against Harry, you know, there's a lot of them. So he can't trust the British government, you know, the one that is corrupt, according to Harry, about Rishi. Our government's going to have a field day. So, you know, again, just as Priti Patel is ready to start coming back and wants, you know, some media space, that's how they'll pop her out. You know, they'll do it with the Harry factor, and then why, you know, it wasn't ever picked up on, and somebody else will get the blame. that is Harry's fault, you know. He knew the terms as well. The look on his Sky TV package, you know, they don't have to legally inform you when your contract runs out. They say it's down to you. So you end up paying, on average, a lot more for a 3-month period. So, and it's the same with Harry, you know. You don't need to be reminded. You've already known this. You are hiding the facts, and have been for a couple of years, about this visa situation. And, you know, his father and Rishi would have just said, you know, this has to play out differently. Any moves by you or me will just look very petty. So I imagine when, you know, does Rishi know? It's definitely been brought to his attention. I can't say that, you know. I don't know, in the terms of government, you know, you'd say, I can see somebody, you know, a manager saying to his little, member of staff, you know, youngest member of staff, how the F did you miss this? How the F did you miss this? Okay, so it's come up and been dragged up because Harry, talking about his drug use, it will be the drug use that takes him down. It is actually going to be, and I've said all this psychically, you know, it is actually going to be Harry no longer being a working royal. Okay, so outcome for... So just let's lip into the judge, because I think like we're getting a lot of it here. So basically, then I asked, and I said, will we put pressure on the UK government? So I've got that, but I've also got another man, and I think he's from the States. And as I see it, I see a lot of damage done, as if it's the court or the judge that decides that this is Harry's fate and this is what's gone on, you know, and then he makes a decision, because our people have not, okay? Rishi, the king, everybody has not. And this is like a public card. How does Harry feel? Like it's all out in the public, that he's, you know, he'll win, you know, or a battle, you know, they'll win. Who knows? He seems too happy about it, okay? There's, how will King Charles feel about the ruling of the judge in America? Good news, you know, good news. I can't work him out. I cannot work King Charles out. Well, there we are so far. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one, which is including the solicitors, the lawyers, the judge, and heritage as well. So I've got a lot of questions on that that I don't have much of a clue on. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see what comes out. Okay, I'm not sure here. I am not sure. I can't work King Charles out at the moment. I don't know if he's for Harry or against him. I mean, nobody wants him back, do they really? But I'd have to do a different read on that and maybe a temperature check on things as well. So I see that, you know, I do see in the last reading, King Charles refused to get involved and help him. Okay, so that's why Biden was in. That's why... Trump, I predicted, he's actually the one who appointed the judge. So in the past, so Harry was maybe afraid that the links with Trump's, and you just have to know that if Judge Nichols doesn't play ball and do everything by the book, Harry and his solicitors will say, well, you're biased, you know, Trump, you're biased with Trump. So he's got to be very, very careful. So that's what it looks like from this end. But you never know, could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong on this. So I will still give, you know, a good side of the others. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading, okay? Bye now. Bye-bye.